thought she was gonna get off clean. Nope.
That episode felt like that was not filler at all. Oh my god. Jon Snow and Ygritte,
Yep.
Jaime getting a Roose Bolton and Harrenhal, the Karstarks killing the Lannisters, then Robb directly after killing Karstarks, Beric Dondarrion fighting Sandor the
And then
Clegane.
bring Bob back.
Oh my god, this episode was nuts.
It was packed.
It was packed.
And then
Every
we
single
find
character.
out about Stannis' wife and her craziness and his daughter.
Yeah.
What the heck is that? Where are they in that? Jeez Louise.
Boy,
Holy smokes is right.
where do you even go from there?
Robb's wife is smarter than him. He is. Go north.
I think everyone's smarter than Robb Stark right now. Yeah, Robb Stark made some huge mistakes. He needs to go. It's been apparent for quite a while, but I think it's the only way to save himself at this point. His idea that the Freys are going to give him more
No.
troops is ridiculous.
Yeah. He's gonna get mad when you show up.
And ask for more troops. Oh my lord. If I was Robb, as far as I'm concerned, I consider the Freys to be gone because I broke my oath.
Yes.
I would not count on the Freys.
No.
Whatever they have now, I would expect them to don't even count it. Don't even count on them. Because
he's gonna make more havoc, more destruction doing that.
Yeah, it's not good.
Jaime, Lannister got real emotional in that tub when he was talking about his past, how he ended it.
Yeah.
You don't really see emotion coming from him or showing his true self.
Yeah, that was a really good scene. That was one of like the best interactions between two characters that we've seen in the show. There have been a few others that have been really good, but like solo conversations, man, oh man. We saw Stannis's crazy wife.
Yep.
With her babies and getting Jaime Lannister's full perspective on why he did what he did is I feel really important for everyone. I think his capture for this last year has really changed his way he thinks about things. And
I mean, he still has moments where he's the Kingslayer, has that mentality, but I think he's developing to be a different person.
He's less narcissistic and more introspective. He has to like think about the things he's done and the things that's led to this point. And he's suffered through being dragged around, his hand cut off. Those things, I feel like he's gone through a big character change with just this. And it's a lot. There's a lot there that would change someone, being a prisoner and all of that. I'm curious to see where it goes. If I were to predict where it goes, I think he's going to eventually escape. Does he come back stronger? Is he going to be stronger than his father? After this, is he going to be a person who does what he wants now and not rely on his oaths that he's taken? The character development of Jaime Lannister and his interaction with Brienne is very interesting to me. I would say it's probably one of the most interesting storylines.
At first, it was all teasing and getting to know her weaknesses. Now it's like actual.
Yeah, they're actually forming a relationship together, and she's understanding him more. I don't think Jaime Lannister's ever been this open with another person and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What else do you think?
It doesn't really have anything to do with the plot line, but I want to know why Stannis hid away his wife.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's weird.
I know.
Maybe just to protect them from the war going on. He doesn't want them to be involved in the war. I also haven't done any breakdowns yet for this season. I usually do them right before the breakdowns have a little more information of what I've gathered through more episodes after, which are like initial reactions, and the map breakdown section is more of us understanding the plot a little more to fill in the gaps. But this episode was a killer episode. I'm going to give it a 97. Yeah. I don't normally rate on our individual. If you're on Patreon, you'll see I rate every episode. This episode, in terms of just flow, a lot of dialogue and getting to know different characters, is one of the best episodes we've seen so far in this whole season.
Especially when Daenerys told them, the Unsullied, to get different names.
Yeah.
And he still picked Grey Worm.
Because that's the name that she freed him under.
Yes. That's incredible.
That's a really good.
That's how much impact she has.
She's forming. And what? Okay, we can go to this. I just thought the Lannisters or Daenerys. Who do you rather rule Westeros currently?
Daenerys.
I think those are the two major players. There is no others. Stannis is a trying kind of person. He's just trying to be.
Yeah.
And
not really anyone
there's
mentally
no one else.
Okay with the Lannisters besides Tyrion.
Yeah.
And that's never going to happen.
Yeah. Those are really the only two vying or in control. And right now it's Daenerys. She's just so much better than every other one.
She gets hot-minded sometimes.
Angry?
Yes. But the way she leads and shows leadership, I feel like a lot of other people who are kings on the side also show anger. I understand that she uses her dragons or just screams for no reason.
Kind of making his children angry. I don't know how well that's going to go for him. He seems to just not care what anyone else thinks, and it's just like, you do it or else. I don't know what the or else is, but for Tyrion, it might be or else I'll just kill you. But for his daughter, I don't think he's going to do anything to his daughter.
She thinks because she's queen regent for all of these and queen, that she has all this power. And no, clearly your father has power over you.
Yeah.
All of your manipulation and your bullying of other people.
She doesn't want to lose the queen regent part.
Yeah.
And she's already losing it because Marjorie's going to be queen. So Sir Davos being taken prisoner. And that storyline's kind of building because they're adding more characters to it.
They are. She's gonna teach him how to read.
Yeah, which is good. There's like light-hearted moments like peppered in. Ygritte and Jon. I know it's not going to last. They're going to do something to just ruin them. They set them up on purpose. They're like, here's a beautiful storyline. Guess what? This person dead.
Well, yeah.
They do that all the time. They're just setting us up for the betrayal.
And Stannis does realize that he's done some pretty awful things. But this whole Lord of Light thing,
yeah,
he's trying to separate from sins from right. And everyone's actually, no, with all of what you think are sins, it's actually okay. You did is okay.
Yeah.
He knows it's not.
Yeah. This map breakdown is going to be pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
The season's just cooking. It's cooking.
Stewing
up. But make sure you Patreon people give us questions of what you want answered, and we'll answer them in the breakdown, the map breakdown section, so I can go through comments and that kind of stuff. Just not more questions than telling us things. I want us to form our own opinions on things. And if you want to ask leading questions to lead us somewhere, that's what I want. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what you can and can't do, but I'm preferring leading questions over statements and trying to like say, this is what I like, you know what I mean? So we can create our own ideas of what's going on and don't get derailed off certain places where we think the story's going, and have more of an organic reaction to everything. It's something I just wanted to reel in a little bit, because last season was a lot of people stating things and stating this and stating that. And it kind of subtracts from the viewing experience a little bit for us. We appreciate it in the end. Like when we're done, we look at the comments, but it's almost like I can't look at the comments right after something. I have to look at it later because you guys give a little too much. But I'm going to be better with like going through my thoughts and ideas. But if you want to ask leading questions about what we think about X, what we think about Y, what we think about X versus Y, or how X and Y combine, or what do we think this is going to lead to, or what, like that kind of thing, we'll give you our answers to. We're going to get into the next episode now.
Let's do it.
Thank you
for watching Reaction.
Hello, lords and ladies.
Hello, everybody. So, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get situated here. No! I want to game up. We haven't even talked yet. Let's talk before we game up.
Game up.
Gamers. Let's get into it. That was a big episode, and I don't know how it could get better.
It's good.
That's
like great.
It was perfection in our book. That was a perfect episode. A lot of character development, a lot of plots moving forwards, a lot of
plot twists,
dialogue between people. My pet peeve in writing is when characters do not talk. They have all the right to talk to each other, right? They should interact, but they don't tell each other important things. That happened to a small extent with Jaime and Brienne, where Jaime explains to Brienne why he did it, where he's never told anyone
No.
before,
Mhm.
why did I do that? That's huge.
That's...
And my biggest pet peeve is when someone withholds information that would help the person they're trying to help, but they just don't give it, or they forget, or, oh, it's please just talk, open your mouth. You're right here, speak. Just tell them, please. It's my biggest pet peeve in writing. I hate it. I hate when characters just don't talk enough and then mistakes happen because they're just too preoccupied to just have a conversation. Or just, hey,
Things would have
X.
changed if he had said everything. I think the outcome, like different ways, would have changed if he said the reason why.
Like Jaime Lannister to Ned Stark. And he has a point. Ned Stark doesn't want to hear it,
No.
but at least Ned Stark would know
Yeah.
why he did that. Be like, Ned, you guys were coming in, and I knew it was over, and he knew it was over, and this looks bad on my end. I realize that, but he was about to blow the whole city up with wildfire, and everyone in the city. And I stopped the pyromancer, and I stopped him. That's it. You can judge me if you want, but
Yeah.
that's why I did it. And I don't know how any sane person. There's so much politics and so much intricacy between characters and like how they interact with the world and stuff like that. It's never that simple. It can never be that simple, because if it was that simple, it's not interesting as a story standpoint. He needs that conflict, and he's, again, in the moment, Jaime Lannister is probably shocked. He's probably, what just happened? What did I just do? And I understand sometimes it slips, but in my circumstance, I'd be like, if someone was trying to judge me for something I did,
I want them to have
I would be like,
facts.
this is why I did it. You can judge me, but this is why I did it. You wouldn't be alive here right now.
Yeah, if he didn't do it.
If I didn't do it, you would have been blown up with everyone else in the city.
Yeah, this would even exist. This world wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Jaime Lannister.
That's a good way of looking at it. Jaime Lannister saved not only Ned Stark, his father, the whole King's Landing. He did a great, honorable thing by saving everyone. He saved the whole city from
a mad king who had crazy obsession with
crazy amount of power to just kill everyone in an
whenever
instant.
He wanted. And like you said, he always had enemies. Or, well, not enemies.
He did. Yeah.
What word did he use? Not traitors. Everyone looked at him. He looked at everyone as
enemies.
Maybe it was enemies. Every single person.
And by the end, most people were enemies. Mm-hmm. Because he was crazy and he just succumbed to his craziness and
Jaime's done some
killed a lot of people.
Obviously, in his life. He saved, literally.
The thing he's known for most is the fact that he killed the king. But again, and I would think to myself, right, why did he do that? And I would go to him and be like, why did you do that? I wouldn't judge him immediately. Mm-hmm. But again, Ned Stark, maybe it's just that Lord part of him that sees something and I'm not even going to ask. I'm not going to ask. It's just, you're in the wrong. I see it. I know it.
Like what in the first season, the first episode, when that one man that I watched came back and was trying to tell him about the White Walkers. Nope, you abandoned your post. Off with your head.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Boom. He didn't even listen to him. Just like that.
Yep.
But, that changes a lot.
It does. It really does. And
goddamn Jaime Lannister put a crazy down. And he even was scared that he would come back as a dragon. So he made extra sure.
Maybe Jaime thought that in the moment, but he knows that wasn't going to happen. He just...
like the whole... and pouring him his whole being and all of his emotion to that story took him out. He passed out. They put all that emotion into it.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think about it from Ned Stark's side.
Pain too.
I'm trying to think about it from Ned Stark's side. His two brothers, his father and his brother, were both killed by the Mad King. So he's coming to the King's Landing to get justice for them. And then he sees that Jaime Lannister has killed them both and denied everyone justice for it. And I guess in Ned Stark's mind, he's that son of a bitch. He fucking killed him and denied me of my justice from him killing my family. So there's a lot of there's a lot
Well,
there.
maybe it was.
And again, Ned Stark being honorable, he's okay, you killed the king. You can't just kill the king. He needs
Either kill the king or everyone dies.
Yeah. But he doesn't know that, and because Jaime Lannister doesn't tell him that. And that's the kind of thing that I'm like, just 5 words. He was gonna kill everybody.
Not really poop. Yeah, I counted in my head. The same thing, I counted it.
But that I get it. I get that. I'm talking more about instances where it's not so important, or people have time to be like, or when people hide things, like they see something, they're like, oh, and then they'll see someone right after, and they'll be like, "What's wrong?" And the person will be like, "No, nothing. Please, just tell them. Stop keeping it a secret." But it's suspense. It's like it's a story trope. That's my TED Talk. Let's get into watching this Game of Thrones episode.
Sounds good.
Good as Jude. All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. It helps us get recognition on our videos, and we'll react to more in the future. Thank you.